Well, that took forever, way longer than I thought, but there are some bits where the masking tape's stuck and it's a bit too tacky, but I'll clean that off. But yeah, there we go, there's the outside edge looking much better than it was, so I just need to put the seal on. I was going to stick it, like cut it to size and stick it on here, but then I thought, no, hang on a minute, why don't I just stick it directly onto here? The manifest sticks over that edge a little bit, it'll be fine, and then I can just use a drill to drill the holes so the screws are in the right place, and we're away. Find out in a minute if it's a good plan or a bad plan. I can't think of a reason why it would go wrong. No. Let's see. Yay! Let's see if it fits. Right, that's going to take a while. Well, hello, good morning, welcome back. Another beautiful day. It's a Saturday. I've come to the boat to carry on where I've left off. I'm going to hopefully finish off doing the water tank, finish off painting the bilges. 2 big jobs done and ticked off, then we can move on to the next one. But first thing I've done, on the last day I was here, which was Monday, so about 5 days ago now, I filled the water tank with fresh water. So I've got to drain it and fill it again. It says to do it at least twice before you actually start using it, so I'm going to do that. And then rather than putting the actual water on in the boat and running the pump, because I've disconnected the chlorifier, and although I think I've isolated the water, I don't really want water peeing everywhere in there because it's going to get wet, then I can't paint it. So I'm just going to siphon out with a good old fashioned bit of hose sucking. So I brought some spare hose from home, going to cut it into some short lengths, get that going, get the drain, get the tank emptied out, make sure the paint's okay still and taken and alright and all good and all that jazz. Then I'll fill it up again and get the inspection hatch screwed back down. Then that's that job done. It's alright. So first things first, cut these to length, get the water tank draining. Crazy, looks okay, but it's very rusty already. Maybe I need to address the screw holes a bit better. Let's drain it out and see. I mean, to be fair, it's very, very full. I didn't overfill it. That's got it. It's really slow. So that's why I bought some spare hose and let 3 or 4 go in. Hopefully it won't take too long to drain it out. I thought it'd be easier in my head when I was thinking about this reality bites. Never in my life have so many expletives come out of my mouth in such a short period of time. But what I thought was going to be a really easy job of setting up a few scraps of hose pipe, siphoning out water from a water tank. Ridiculous. Anyway, I've managed to get 4 up and running now. The siphon, you can see it's gone down probably about, I don't know, 3-4 inches already, so it'll get there. It'll take a couple of hours. For it to drain. So now I can get on with painting, which is the main job I'm here for today. So let's get out of what were clean clothes, but now filthy because of faffing around with that, into some proper dirty clothes, and I will paint. Taken out, you might notice, the eager-eyed amongst you, that we're missing our chlorifier. I took it out, I took that home yesterday, given that a flush through and a clean, because I want to get it underneath it all tidied and sorted out and painted to make the bilges as nice as we can. Unfortunately, I had a bit of a water leak yesterday. I was emptying it, so yeah, it's a bit filthy in it. Well, it's filthier than it normally is. The leaky window we've got was really, really leaky today. It seems to be getting worse, so I'm going to have to prioritise that next to have a look and see what's going on there, which may or may not happen today. It won't happen today, but try and get it done in the next few days before we get loads and loads of rain to top the canals back up. Right, so first things first, I've got my overalls on, just going to have a little bit of a sort out of what I need, and then I'm going to get on with cleaning, prepping, sorting out the back end ready to put the fur tan on. Let me give you the lowdown on the amount of work I've got to do in this lovely, confined, hard to get into space, similar to the water tank. Got to be a bit of a contortionist. I think this is even worse because you're trying to work around an engine and wires and cables and bits and bobs, but come on, I'll show you. Right, so up here, normally all the pipe work for the chlorifier is running through these clips here, but I've undone it all and kind of tucked out the wire best I can, so I need to get in there. Lots of rusty, dirty bits, get all that done. I want to get all these pipes cleaned off. There's bits of rubber, or whatever it is, from all the multitude of thousands of fan belts that have broken over the years. Still an issue that needs sorting. Alternator belts, I mean, sorry. This is the base, all full of crap and muck and bits and bobs. And many of you will be saying it's a bilge, they're supposed to be dirty. And I'm not going to argue with you, but I want it to be nice and clean. And then, I'm not sure if this will pick it up, but this is what the top side looks like. It's really rusty under here, so I want to get as much of that off as I can, because I'd like to put some sound deadening in there. Obviously I ain't going to stick to that very well. There's the hydraulic oil storagey thingy, whatever it is, for the bow thruster. So I'm going to clean as much as I possibly can under here, and then once that's done I'm going to wipe it all down, give it a bit more of a degrease, and then fur tan it and at the back. So I'm going to do down there as well, get as much of that done as I can, and then towards the back end of the boat. Hang on a minute. A bit more weight in. I'm tipping things over the side. It's all a bit of a mess at the moment because I just left stuff yesterday. Ooh. So the bilges have dried out quite well, which is good. So that's there, almost dry. That's all going to get painted as well. Under there, this is kind of where I got up to on this side. You can see the difference in colour. So I'm going to finish off around there. I'm not going to do, maybe I actually will do like that side edge of the, that's the diesel tank, so get all that done. We're leaving the hatches and all the drains and these bits and bobs till we do this lovely paint work, and do that in one go. And then this back corner, this is where it's the wettest, so it's nearly dried out, but you can see it's not too bad down here actually, nowhere near as bad as I thought. So I'm going to get all this done and painted as best I can as well, all around here. But today is all about the prep, and then hopefully I can come down on Saturday and it's all ready to paint. So I'm going to carry on scraping for a bit, do that underside, get as much crap off as I can. I'm going to cover the engine up first though with a cloth, try and keep as much of it off of that as I can. So yeah, scraping. I'm not going to do any grinding in here. I did it on that side, it's just a nightmare, so I'm just going to scrape it off, put the fur tan on, wire brush it, then put the fur tan on, and then we'll be ready to paint on Saturday. Well, I have been at it for about 3 hours now. It's just getting into small spaces, and it's so hard. Oh, my back's feeling it, my legs are feeling it, everything's feeling it. Well, what I'm about to show you, you're going to think, well, you ain't done much, have you? But I have, but it might not look like it. I've scraped all the, where are we? Scraped all the bottom out of there. I've scraped all the way along this swim plate. I've scraped all across the top here. Don't know how well this is going to pick it up. Done all of that. I mean, if I'm honest, it perhaps could be a better job, and I could get more off, but I can't. I've got to where I've got to. I've done in the bilge there as well, that's all been scraped out. I've done around the weed hatch, taken the weed hatch out, done all the way around there, and that's had a quick wire brush in it, and I've done underneath as best I can all those, well, the diesel line, the fuel lines as well. So now I'm going to have a quick break, and I'm going to do the wiping down and the cleaning. I'm going to use a bit of grease degreaser with a bit of water mix. Give that a good wipe, give it a dry and a sponge down as best I can, let it dry whilst I can leave that for a couple of days and then come back. I've started on, one of the jobs, it's going to be a spring job now, is like the gunnels, sorry not the gunnels, the drains around the engine bay, around like the weed hatch and stuff, because that's, you know, proper rusty. I've done a little bit of the, as in wipe that down, so I'm just going to fur tan that. But I actually do all that properly when we do all of this. We're going to take all this off and we're going to repaint all of this because I don't like it. Well, it's a bit knackered anyway, but don't like it, so that's going to go. So I'll take the engine board off and do all of this, replace this bit of wood. That's going to be a spring job. So I'm going to do a lot of it and then get it dirty again when we grind it and scrape it back down in the spring. But can't do everything at once, can you? Right, quick break. Time for a drink, a bit of lunch. Well, that's 2 o'clock now. And then cleaning, wiping. Nappies are done alright though, they've soaked up a load of water. So that's good. had a quick hoover after doing that little bit of hot air gunning, is to waz the fur tan down. Now I haven't got a lot of fur tan left. I thought I had more, just giving the bottle a shake and it's like, oh no. But I think it's enough if I use it sparingly to do what I need to do. So hopefully that's alright. So we're going to get that on. I'll show you what it looks like quickly now before, and then what it looks like after, because it's too hard to film down here when you're painting. So yeah, rusty surface, doesn't look great. And then in a minute I'll show you what it's like with the fur tan. Got my gloves on this time. You know when you're done, when you're so tired you can't even think, and you just drop the camera down the bilge. That would have been clever of me, wouldn't it? Well, I'm done for today. Gonna tidy up now, go home. I think I've got everything. I've got to where I wanted to be today in terms of progress. I've fur tanned everything. I've got a little bit of fur tan left over. It's annoying because I've cleaned and I've scrubbed and I've hoovered, but there's still like bits of old rusty metal that have come out when I've done the fur tan, so that's a bit annoying. So I'll kind of clean them up once it's all had a chance to dry and ready to paint. I mean, it's not perfect, it's not the best job in the world ever, but it's going to be better than it was. And as we say on this boat, when we finished the job, it's better than it was. So that's all down, working its magic, fur tan magic. God knows what it does, but it gets it ready. So I'm going to leave it now. Today's Monday, I'm not coming back again until Saturday. So it's got a few days, a bit longer than it normally would have. 48 hours is what it says is. So I'm going to leave it 4 days, 5 days, whatever it is, from Friday to Saturday. No, God. Whatever it is from Monday to Saturday, fur tan's going to work. I think on when I did the water tank, I left it for about 6 days, and it was fine. So just need to wipe it off when we come back. Then it'll be ready to paint. There's a couple of bits, so the bits I've done up in the underneath bit, I haven't fur tanned them because the paint I got is a Hammerite 3-in-1 paint. It's rust treatment, primer and top coat, or primer, top coat, undercoat and top coat all in one, something like that. I did it on this side and it seems to be okay, apart from the bits I've got all dirty. It's not falling off or anything, so I've got another 2 tins, which I'm not sure will be enough, but hopefully. So I'll carry on where I left off, work my way all the way around, do underneath the chlorophyll, all around there, then hopefully, maybe Saturday, if not Sunday, I'll be able to get the chlorophyll back in. But I think my face is suitably dirty, standard approach for me. Pack up, go home, come back next time. Cheers now.